Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Sagittarius for the month of September. It is a general reading, so it will not resonate with each and every one of you who are watching. If this does not sound like your story, check your moon sign or your rising sign. Your messages could be there. If not, check back in the following week when I put out a new message for your sign. Okay, so beginning at the bottom of the deck, we have the bees. Now, the bees is about togetherness or working together, being able to work together towards that common goal, much like the Three of Coins. Then we have a card of perspective. So this is gaining a new perspective on something, a new way of seeing this working together, whether or not you can work together. It is speaking to some type of illumination, someone making sense out of something or trying to make sense out of something. However, their perspective has to do with the past, because we have the ghost card here, and I see that the milk card is next. This is crying over spilt milk. Okay, and the ghost it's like things from the past that haunt this person. Memories, remembering, haunted by a situation, haunted by whatever this spilled milk was, being overwhelmed by memories, by the emotions regarding that situation. All of those things affect the perception of this person about being able to work together. So this is where I feel the problem lies. I feel that someone didn't heal from a past situation, and it is affecting their perception of this current one. So we have the toad sitting central and the ascension card in the reverse. So the toad, it is something, it can speak to good luck, okay? But it is something, it requires action. So it can speak to something that initially you're not really sure of, you don't really want to do it, but if you do, it pays off. Well, clearly with the ascension card in the reverse, they're not taking the action. And this is because of their perception. So, well, so far anyway. So the lion at the bottom speaks to strength, courage, facing a challenge, overcoming one's fears. It can also speak to the importance of someone. And we see that here in the Two of Love. But now it's coming with the Wheel of Life. And so this is, you know, taking that blind spin. Taking that, it's kind of like, okay, I'm going to do this, right? But you don't know where it's going to land. Now this is a very important message here, because it's a repeating message. But this person's kind of, this is the challenge they face, is to actually spin that wheel, to overcome their fears, you see. And so far we see, at least in the current moment, they're not doing it. And now if we look here, um, we have in the past here, we have the doll, we have the Three of Wisdom and the Seven of Wisdom. So the doll is about illusions or old wounds. This person may have had a series of bad experiences which have set him up to react the way he is reacting, he or she. And so we go to the Three of Wisdom, Seven of Wisdom. Three of Wisdom is someone's in a dark place, and they're seeking a solution. Okay, maybe they're praying even to the divine. And the divine says, well, my child, you already have the answers. You've not applied them, or you're just not seeing them. Because this person, even though they're in a dark place, they hold that book with the wisdom contained within. They're not opening it. Do I let this person back into my life or not? Is what's on their mind. What we do know is if they do take that risk, we know it will be rewarding. They're watching. Either they are watching you or you are watching them. This is the wolf, and the wolf is the hunter. This can also be just simply waiting and watching. It can be being guarded, maybe feeling threatened in some way. It can be a lack of trust in someone or something. Because you see, we have this king here and King of Cups. Now, he is looking towards the Seven of Swords, which is this mausoleum that people are praying in front of. This is actually a card of hope in this deck. Hope to be able to bring something back to life. And typically, the hope would have came through some other way. There was like a friend or a mutual friend or something, that some type of information would have came to that person, giving them hope that perhaps it could be brought to life, that there could be help here, that there could be a resolution, a plan for the future. But with this knight here, he will not want to jump in too quickly. So takes his time, doesn't want a whole bunch of drama. And of course he's scarred by the past that has not healed, that maybe perhaps he's kept hidden, buried. So that brings us here to this card of fantasy. Maybe he feels that this dream, this plan, is just a fantasy, is just that that it wouldn't happen, that it was empty words, empty promises, that this person would just up and leave them. Now, this is an interesting card in the respect that in the reverse, it is what appears to be bad on the surface. Beneath is actually a good thing. And now, so it's like it's like very similar to the message we were getting off of the toad. Yeah. So somebody, okay, so I'm going to begin with the braid. The braid is opinions. It could be strength in unity, like a bonding or binding. It can also indicate having different belief systems. Disagreeing. Somebody could be weaving a plan. And you see, I feel that there was doubts and uncertainties in what was being offered with the braid or the binding or the union or binding together. That there was trickery, because we have the card of trickery here. It's a card of suspicions. Someone doing things behind the scenes. Something didn't feel right. So what did they do? They kind of like hightail it out of there. They're running, they're actually running away from the cup, okay? They want to do the right thing here with justice. Right now with justice, there's cause and effect, consequences of the actions and decisions we make. So, I mean, you know, if he decides not to take the spin, the wheels, both wheels are in the upright. So we know that it's in their favor to take this spin, but they don't know it. So, I mean, you know, if they don't take it, there's every decision, every action that we make, there's a consequence, good or bad. And this person, you see here we have the wheel with the Four of Cups and the Knight of Cups. So they feel this offer that has come in or is coming, they feel that this person, although they do make their heart flutter, that they could just, you know, turn on a dime and be gone. That's their fear. And they would end up getting hurt. So in that respect, they're feeling threatened. It's a very intense relationship. And so they're dissatisfied, really, resisting this opportunity to spin that wheel. The Four of Cups is somebody who has not processed hurt and pain and disappointment. The feelings and the heartbreak that are associated with it. So until they do, it's like they cannot see the opportunity in this. They want to do the right thing, and they are undecided clearly as to what that right thing is. With this card here being in a reverse. And so they're very, very focused at this time on what exactly the right thing to do is. And so this is either you or it's the other person. So, that is what I have for you. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings.